Luxury sapphire jewelry with a history. A sapphire parure from Maria Pavlovna's dowry. The dowry of Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna included not only valuable items, but also luxurious jewelry. One of the most beautiful and expensive sets was a sapphire parure. It consisted of 13 items, a tiara, two necklaces, large and small, several bracelets, brooches, and pendants. The court jeweler Duval, who had worked for the Romanovs since the time of Peter III, made this set. Large and very pure sapphires of rich blue color were used for it. The jeweler used floral motifs in the design of the tiara. Each of the sapphires was framed by small diamonds. In addition to diamonds and sapphires, Duval used sea pearls in the manufacture of the parure, the fate of parura. The sapphire parure was passed down in the Saxe-Weimar family for several generations. Unfortunately, no portrait of any of the duchesses or princesses in this set has been preserved to this day. Closer to our time, Princess Theodora, the last Duchess of Saxe-Weimar, appeared in public for the first time in Paris. After the abdication of her husband Wilhelm, Theodora remained living on the estate and was actively engaged in charity work. The lost sapphires. During the Second World War, the sapphire parure was lost. When the Soviet troops approached, Theodora became frightened and fled Silesia, leaving many family jewels, including a sapphire parure, in a hiding place in her residence. Only a few of Theodora's confidants knew about the location of the cache. These trusted persons turned out to be dishonest. They took the jewels from the cache and sold them. Thus, Maria Pavlovna's sapphire parure ended up in the private collections of unknown European collectors. Theodora herself, apparently, has preserved only some parts of this set. After the death of the Duchess in 1972, her heirs became the owners of these treasures. In 2017, they sold the remaining sapphire jewelry at one of the prestigious European auctions. It is believed that the luxurious sapphire necklace acquired by the Spanish Queen in the 80s of the last century could have previously belonged to Theodora. The design of this necklace, according to experts, is similar to the design of the necklace from Maria Pavlovna's parure. Jewelry of Princess Victoria Melita, Grand Duchess Victoria Feodorovna. Princess Victoria Melita, married Grand Duchess Victoria Feodorovna, was the owner of an impressive jewelry collection. This collection was formed throughout the life of the princess, and the first decorations in it were gifts from her parents. One of the first gifts was a sophisticated tiara with emeralds and diamonds, which the princess received from her parents for her wedding celebration with the Duke of Hesse in 1894. Another piece of jewelry donated by her parents, or rather by her mother, Grand Duchess Maria Alexandrovna, Duchess of Edinburgh, was a sapphire tiara parure, a necklace and a composite corsage jewelry that could be worn as two separate brooches. In addition, the princess's collection included jewelry with sapphires and diamonds. They were presented to Maria Alexandrovna, then still the Grand Duchess, for her own wedding in 1874 by her father, the Russian Emperor Alexander II. Princess Mary was married to Prince Alfred, Duke of Edinburgh, the second son of Queen Victoria, and Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, and the jewelry with rich blue gemstones set in diamonds was very symbolic. The floral motifs symbolized her new home: roses, England; thistles, Scotland; and shamrocks, Ireland. Many of the jewelry that Victoria acquired during her first marriage remained with her and continued to complement her looks for public appearances. There is no exact information about what happened to these ornaments after the events of 1917. They were most likely sold to the Cartier jewelry house or relatives. A magnificent necklace with Ceylon sapphires is a real piece of jewelry. It belonged to the mother of Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, Princess Alice of Greece, von Battenberg. It is believed that it was a wedding gift from the aunt and uncle of the princess, Tsar Nicholas II, and Empress Alexandra Feodorovna. The history of this necklace is shrouded in mystery. Its creation is attributed to the masters of the Fabergé jewelry house, known for its unique products. However, the exact origin of the necklace and the details of its creation are still a mystery. Ceylon sapphires used in the necklace are famous for their deep color and luster. They are one of the most valuable gems known to mankind. Unfortunately, the location of the necklace is currently unknown. It is possible that it is in private collections or museums, but exact information about this has not been disclosed. Nevertheless, the history of this jewelry continues to attract the attention of jewelry lovers and historians. A necklace with Ceylon sapphires is not only a beautiful piece of jewelry, but also a testament to the era. It recalls the times when royal families exchanged precious gifts as a sign of respect and love. The Cambridge sapphire parure was named after Princess Augusta of Hesse-Kassel, 1797 to 1889, wife of Adolf Frederick, Duke of Cambridge. She was the 10th child of King George III and Queen Charlotte and was the uncle of Queen Victoria. Augusta and Frederick had sapphires, which later became the main decoration of a miniature created for their daughter, also Augusta, Mecklenburg-Strelitzkaya. The parure was presented to Augusta on her wedding day to Frederick William II. The jewelry set included a tiara, necklace, and corsage. Later, Augusta's niece and goddaughter, Maria of Teck, turned the necklace into 2 brooches and a pair of earrings, modified the bodice, added 2 bracelets to the set, and made the tiara transformable into a necklace. In this form, Maria of Teck presented the updated parure as a gift to her goddaughter, Princess Marina of Greece and Denmark, on the occasion of her wedding in 1934 to George, Duke of Kent. Due to financial difficulties, the Dukes of Kent sold part of the parure, including the sapphire tiara. However, they retained some details. Relatively recently, the button sapphire tiara was created, which is believed to consist of some elements of the Cambridge parure. The Duchess of Kent has worn an updated version of the set several times. Judging by the pictures, at least one of the original sapphire brooches has been preserved in it. Queen Alexandra's tiara. The amazing tiara was presented to the Princess of Wales, then not yet Queen, Alexandra, around 1889 by her son-in-law, Emperor Alexander III. The special feature of this tiara is that its outer round frame is rigidly fixed, and the ears inside and the amethysts are removable. Alexandra sometimes replaced amethysts with sapphires, which Alexander III had given her a year earlier on the occasion of the silver wedding of Queen Alexandra and her husband, Edward VII. These were elements of not just a tiara, but a very movable necklace that could be disassembled, and, for example, made 2 bracelets or brooches. According to some sources, Alexander III could have made such a gift on the advice of his sister, Maria Feodorovna. The court jeweler A. Bolin could fulfill the order. After the death of Queen Alexandra, the amethyst tiara and sapphire necklace were inherited by her daughter, Princess Louise, Duchess of Fife. They later passed to Louise's youngest daughter, Princess Maud, Countess of South. Princess Maud wore a sapphire tiara at the coronation of her cousin, King George VI, in 1937. After Maud's death, her jewels were sold by her son, the 3rd Duke of Fife. Since then, the tiara and necklace have appeared many times at various auctions. They are probably now in private collections separately. A bando with a sapphire is an exquisite piece of jewelry that is assumed to have previously belonged to Maria Feodorovna, Dagmar of Denmark. In 1921, this jewelry was bought by Queen Maria Teck at an auction in Paris. The bandeau was put up for sale by Princess Elena of Greece, née Grand Duchess Elena Vladimirovna. After the death of Queen Mary, the bandeau passed to Elizabeth II. However, Elizabeth II never wore it, giving this opportunity to her sister, Princess Margaret. The tiara was not put up for auction among the jewels of Princess Margaret after her death, so it can be assumed that the jewelry is still kept in the royal family. This decoration is part of the rich history of the British monarchy and reflects the complex interweaving of dynasties and destinies. The bandeau with sapphire remains a symbol of the connection of times and generations. The tiara, which belonged to Queen Maria II of Portugal, is an exquisite piece of jewelry encrusted with diamonds and sapphires. It was part of a set that also included a brooch and a bracelet. In 1846, the Queen was depicted in this set in a portrait by the Austrian artist Ferdinand Krumholtz. After the Queen's death in 1853, the tiara was valued at 2 million reais. The appraiser noted the high quality of the diamonds and their good cut. The tiara was inherited by Infanta Antonia and her sister Maria Anna. Later, it was reported that the two sisters exchanged some of their mother's jewelry, casting lots, and as a result, Maria got the tiara. Maria Anna married the heir to the Saxon throne, Prince George, in 1859, and at that time tiara went to the Kingdom of Saxony. After Maria Anna's death, the precious sapphire tiara went to her eldest son, Prince Frederick Augustus, and then it was inherited by his daughter, Princess Margherita Carola. In 1920, Princess Margherita Carola married Prince Frederick, grandson of Infanta Antonia. Their second son, Johann Georg Hohenzollern, married Princess Birgitta of Sweden in 1961. Princess Birgitta of Sweden wore this sapphire tiara at the wedding of her cousin, the current Queen Margrethe II of Denmark, in 1967. The Belgian sapphire tiara is an exquisite piece of jewelry with a rich history. It was originally a necklace that complemented the adorable outfits of Princess Louise of Belgium. Over time, it was turned into a tiara. This decoration has become a part of the history of the royal families. After Princess Louise, the tiara became the property of Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom. The sapphire tiara is an example of how jewelry can become part of the rich history and traditions of royal families. It symbolizes luxury and elegance, as well as the continuity of generations. The sapphire tiara has become a significant element in ceremonial and formal attire. Her presence at events emphasized the status and greatness of the owner. The jewel contains echoes of the epoch and is a testimony of historical events. The decoration continues to delight with its beauty and sophistication. It remains a significant element in the world of jewelry and royal traditions. Princess Caroline chose a unique tiara with a sapphire necklace for the reception in honor of her brother Albert's wedding in 2011. This image was not striking in luxury, but it looked exquisite. The tiara and sapphire necklace are a perfect addition to the princess's outfit. The combination of elegance and simplicity emphasized her refined taste. The decorations are selected with special attention to detail. Sapphires, known for their beauty and depth of color, gave the image a special sophistication. This moment became a vivid example of how you can create a memorable image without resorting to excessive pretentiousness. Princess Caroline has demonstrated that true elegance lies in simplicity and harmony. Her choice of decorations for the special event became the subject of admiration and discussion. This image remained in memory as an example of refined style and good taste. The Indian Cartier tiara is an exquisite piece of jewelry created by the masters of the Cartier house. It was made especially for Princess Marie-Louise, one of Queen Victoria's granddaughters. The tiara is decorated with diamonds, pearls, and sapphires, which gives it a unique and luxurious look. Now, this stunning piece is worn by the Duchess of Gloucester. Creating such a tiara is a real art that requires high skill and talent of jewelers. Every detail is carefully thought out and executed with exceptional precision. The Indian Cartier tiara is not only a beautiful piece of jewelry, but also a symbol of high status and refined taste. She continues to be admired for her beauty and elegance over the years. The Portland tiara with sapphires is a real piece of jewelry. It was created for the wife of the 6th Duke of Portland. For more than a century, the family has carefully preserved this exquisite accessory. In 2010, the tiara acquired a new owner, the Prince of Wales. It became a significant event for jewelry connoisseurs. A magnificent tiara with sapphires attracts attention with its sophistication and craftsmanship. I would like to believe that she will shine again at special receptions, admiring everyone present with her beauty. Every piece of jewelry has its own story, and the Portland tiara is no exception. She has become a symbol of elegance and high taste. Her appearance at social events will be a real decoration for any evening. Queen Victoria's tiara. The story of a unique piece of jewelry. Precious jewelry has always been an important part of the life of the nobility. Queen Victoria, who especially loved to wear beautiful and exquisite jewelry, was no exception. One of the most significant for her was a luxurious tiara, created by the famous jeweler Joseph Kitching in 1842. Prince Albert, the husband of Queen Victoria, not only bought her jewelry, but also participated in the design of many of them. The tiara, encrusted with diamonds and sapphires, was presented to the Queen immediately after the wedding. It became one of her favorite ornaments and was often used at special ceremonies. The crown, made of gold and silver, is decorated with large, natural sapphires and diamonds. Due to its laconic style and elegance, the tiara could be worn in different ways: on the forehead, on the back of the head, or as a hairstyle holder. After Prince Albert's death, Queen Victoria no longer wore large jewelry, but she often wore this tiara. She even replaced the heavy crown of the British Empire. After the death of Queen Victoria, the tiara was not worn for a long time. She was remembered only in 1922, when the daughter of Queen Mary and King George V gathered at the wedding. She chose this crown as the main decoration for the wedding. In 1965, Queen Mary died, and the family decided to sell some of the jewelry at auction. However, it was this tiara that remained in the family and passed on to Patricia Harvard and Andrea Lascelles. They wore it to balls and festive events. In 1997, the tiara was shown at the Geoffrey Mann exhibition. In 2012, the Lascelles family sold the tiara to a London dealer, but the Minister of Culture recognized the item as an important historical value and banned the export of jewelry. Thanks to this, the tiara was sold to tycoon William Bollinger, who donated the jewel to the King Albert and Queen Victoria Museum in London. In 2019, Queen Victoria's sapphire tiara could be seen at an exhibition dedicated to the 200th anniversary of Victoria and Albert. This jewelry has an interesting and vibrant destiny that attracts the attention of many people. Royal Sapphire Parure, a history of Dutch jewelry. Jewelry has always played an important role in the lives of royals. They not only emphasize status and wealth, but also become part of history. In the Netherlands, there is a unique sapphire parure that has come a long way and has undergone many changes. The tiara was originally made of gold and decorated with 655 diamonds and 33 sapphires. She has gone through a lot of design transformations, becoming more elegant and airy. The central large sapphire is the most beautiful stone in this collection of heavenly blue. In 1881, King Willem III presented a magnificent gift to his young wife. He ordered an expensive crown of unprecedented beauty from a jeweler. The sketch of the tiara was created back in 1867 and brought to life only in 1881. The design of the exclusive tiara and two massive bracelets was invented and brought to life by jeweler Oscar Mason. A master of his craft, he has long worked for the Parisian house of Melita. Diamond and gold patterns surrounded the sapphires with graceful arches. The diamond necklace that we see on the neck of one of the queens was decorated with a magnificent sapphire pendant, which also turned into a captivating brooch. The stones of the tiara were attached to movable springs, so that they played in the rays of the bright sun with every movement of the head. In the 20th century, parure went through some changes. In 1927, they decided to replace the gold base of the sapphire tiara with a lighter platinum frame. Queen Maxima often wears a sapphire tiara, but prefers more delicate and elegant bracelets. The parure was probably passed on from Queen Emma to her granddaughter, Juliana. The following owners of sapphire treasures complemented and changed the design, making it more stable and elegant. A sapphire parure is not just a set of jewels, it is a part of the history of the Netherlands that continues to live and develop.